Which character will say, I've got a bad feeling about this in which of the films?
Chewbacca. In both films. You can't say I'm wrong. Out of the new Star Wars trilogy, I have only seen The Force Awakens, which I found enjoyable, at least. And I saw it when it was still in theaters, after it had been out for a little while in early 2016. I guess the only Star Wars movie I saw after this one was Rogue One, but that took place a long time ago in a galaxy that was the same. The majority of people say, oh, The Last Jedi is so bad, or the minority is like, it's pretty good, and I'm like, I don't know. And then this new one comes out, and they're like, oh, and then there's that small group of people who are like, if you don't like it, you're a baby, which... Not a good way to support your argument. I was considering telling my two friends here who have seen both of them what I think is going to happen, because everyone is saying so many outrageous things about it that I think that I could predict, based off of this sole movie, what might happen.
See if you could remember the characters.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. So that's Rey. You can't go to any corner of the internet without someone sharing an incorrect opinion about her. That's Silo.
His name rhymes with pile of men.
Oh, Kylo Ren.
There you
There we
go.
go. That was pretty bad. That's BB-8, of course. That's Commander Cool Trooper Girl. Chewie, there's Han, there's Leia. Finn?
Yeah.
I don't know why I just knew when I saw him. He does look like a Finn. What Rey is holding is actually parallel. I just took applied calculus. Parallel to Kylo Ren's lightsaber. And it's almost as if she's holding the dark side. Maybe she has a bit of the dark side within her, and I feel as this is something that will be explored in the films.
Okay.
That she might become a little angsty for a little while. I like to think that they're going to flirt with the idea of Kylo Ren coming back to the good side, and they're going to take that away from you, and then he's going to have like a Vader Palpatine moment for a split second, because the first one was a recycle of the original trilogy, that they're going to recycle that as well, and Ren kills Snoke. The Millennium Falcon will probably get destroyed. That's going to be like something that makes everyone cry and make them think it's a good movie if it's not. Chewie, probably going to make it all the way. I think Kylo Ren probably dies since Vader dies. And then these two, I want to say probably get together because...
Who two?
Finn and Rey.
Finn and Rey.
Okay.
Because, who else? They have to have a love interest. This is Hollywood. They can't do it without it, because apparently movies won't sell. Okay, so from what I understand, The Last Jedi, it's a more mature film, so I wonder if there's going to be maybe an X-rated scene with possibly Finn and Ren.
Finn and Ren?
Finn and Ren, interesting.
That's not my honest prediction, but Disney. Maybe it would be beneficial if we pause and then I watch the Last Jedi trailer. Okay, we're 30 seconds in. New prediction. Luke refuses to teach Rey, so Rey gets taught by someone else who turns out to be Snoke, ? No, it's Star Wars from Disney. Of course Luke is going to teach you. Kidding me. I bet Yoda doesn't make an appearance in this, but in the next one.
No.
Leia definitely dies in this one. Okay, Finn is going to, have this battle with Phasma. He may not, necessarily win it, or there may not be a real winner of this battle, but he's going to leave Phasma with some words of knowledge passed her way, kind of like maybe a traitor!
You always scum. Where's Rey?
I'm my own person now. Can you say the same? Can you say the same? Silver Linings Playbook. Rey is gonna to play around with the possibility of going to the dark side or practicing dark side things. But the thing is that if you read the books that Disney decided doesn't exist anymore, you know that every good Jedi practices a little bit of the dark side and the light side. So, duh. Basically, every single prediction I've made is correct so far.
What do you think will be the ultimate fate for ostensibly the two main characters of this series, Ren and Rey.
Oh, Ren is a main character.
Yes, he's.
I would have
he's the main
considered
character.
Rey and Finn the main characters.
Finn is as well.
Yeah.
It's like the four of them: Poe, Finn, Rey.
I keep thinking that Poe died in the first one because they make that big deal of it. But I think Poe is supposed to be this combination of young Luke and young Han Solo into one character.
That's fair.
Where like Luke is this like guy's like, I'm joining the rebellion, I'm gonna do this thing, and Han's like, I know what the right thing is, but I'm not supposed to be a part of it. And he kind of takes in this cowboy diplomacy to help later on. And I always pictured Poe as a kind of a cowboy. Finn is all about individualism. He's trying to be his own person. He is essentially a Borg plot line.
A Borg?
It's from Star Trek, where they're a collective, a hive mind, kind of the stormtroopers. I mean, they're not. I don't really know if stormtroopers are a hive mind. They're individual enough to do things separately and do orders. But I think Finn's thing is going to explore more what it means to be a stormtrooper as well as be his own person, and maybe that spreads to this beautiful thing, part of the rebellion, a piece of the rebellion we've never had before. I remember all the theories from when the first one came out. She's really a Skywalker. She's really a Skywalker. And I'm like, okay, if that's the case, she's following in the destiny to be a Jedi, because there's like no more Jedis right now.
Luke is supposedly the only one.
Yeah, her whole thing is she's got shoes to fill. She's got to walk in and be this symbol of hope and rebellion. You can really just take the original trilogy titles, maybe the prequel titles as well, and slap them into this. Phantom Menace, Snoke, done. Attack of the Clones, Captain Phasmamical Army, Revenge of the Sith, Kylo Ren, killing Pop. Was 4 A New Hope?
4 was A New Hope.
Okay. That Rey. 5 was... God, I'm starting to forget the last two.
I have them up here, actually.
The Empire Strikes Back.
What would
that fits somewhere. Return of the Jedi. Kylo Ren, a.k.a. Darth Vader, returns. Kylo Ren's destiny is to prove that just because you are something doesn't mean you have to be that something. Or something like that. Just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Thank you, Zangief.
You're welcome. Those are my predictions for those characters'
Okay.
purpose to move forward strictly off the first film. I want to predict 2 more things.
Okay.
Why the majority of people dislike The Last Jedi, and why a majority of people dislike the new film.
Okay, without knowing what the actual backlash is.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
You know, I value your opinion a lot, Kevin, and you say you like this film. And generally, I think we have except for the Marvel films, we have a pretty similar taste in movies. So I'm going to predict that I will probably enjoy this more than the third movie. I don't know if comparatively to The Force Awakens, since it was such a simple film, it was really hard for them to screw it up.
It's the introduction.
Yeah, so I think it's going to introduce themes that a lot of people wouldn't expect in a Star Wars film, but that does not necessarily mean they're unwelcomed. So I will think that it's going to take me on a ride I haven't been on before, as well as expect of me to accept it, and maybe that'll turn me off from it like it did a lot of the general audience, but I think if I give it a chance, it might not. For Rise of Skywalker, I think that it's going to be a lack of judgment, where a lot of characters do a lot of things that they wouldn't normally do, and you're just kind of like, wait, why? Or why did that happen? I think someone's going to do something so out of character in this film that it's going to be done additionally over the top and cheesy that people are going to like, well, yeah, I guess this would have happened since you made that one decision that you in character probably wouldn't have, and I'm confused as why you did, but here we are. And I bet that Yoda makes an appearance somehow in these films as a Jedi ghost. Okay. You can tell me if I'm right about that one.
You are right about that one. Well done.
Feels good. I
Well
got
done.
it right. Heck yeah.
Puppet or CG?
It's CG.
Eh.
Oh! Even better!
He's a puppet.
Hey!
All right, thank you, Dan, for your wonderful predictions. We'll come back when you've seen them.
I look forward to watching the next two films, regardless of what people say, because I can form my own opinion, Internet.